Did anyone get reminded of Lilo and Stitch watching this movie? Moana, directed by John Musker and Ron Clements, and tells the story of a young tribal princess named Moana who wants to go out and explore the sea. However, her overprotective father encourages her not to. Only her grandmother finally inspires her to venture out to sea. It's when she becomes the chosen one, when the demigod Maui steals the hearts of the goddess who created their world, and now it's up to Moana to convince Maui to give the heart back. Now, Moana is a movie that many, myself included, were anticipating because it's the return of two classic Disney Renaissance directors, Ron Clements and John Musker, who directed such masterpieces as Little Mermaid and Aladdin, some of my personal favourite Disney movies. And does this movie live up to them? And how does it compare to the previous Disney movie that came out this year, Zootopia, which I loved? Well, it's good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, and I'd recommend it. It's not great. I know everybody's raving about it. I wouldn't go that far, but it's good. John Musker and Ron Clements haven't lost their mojo. First thing I have to praise about this film is that Moana is a fantastic protagonist as well as Disney princesses. How she feels the weight of responsibility of succeeding her father as becoming queen of her tribe, but at the same time she's curious to explore the world, explore the ocean as she's attracted to it. She's a great role model for girls to look up to, and her voice actress was only 16 at the time, and she did a brilliant job if this is her first movie, and I wish her work for the future. And Dwayne Johnson, The Rock himself, of course, voices Maui, the demigod, and Maui is awesome. He's a ton of fun. Yes, he's a dick who stole the hearts and took away the balance of their world, and he does have to learn throughout the film to see the error of his ways. But that's the point. He's supposed to start out as a dick and redeem himself, and we still love him. He's so bumbling and lovable, and he has these awesome tattoos on his body which tell stories, and Dwayne Johnson should do voice acting more often. Glad he's getting work too. There's also some lovable sidekick characters, as we come to expect from Disney, like we see the pig in the advertisements, but he's not in the movie much, but when he is, he's fun. However, the funniest supporting character is that chicken. That chicken is hysterical. He gets the best laughs out of the audience. The animation of this film is some of the best Disney has produced in years. That looked like a real live-action ocean, which is so warm and inviting and comforting. You just wanted to swim in it. I mean, I know this is a winter movie, but it should have been a summer movie, because I would have loved to swim in that ocean in the hot summer weather. And I even really like the worlds that they've created here, the islands, the tribes, their culture, and the ocean itself is a character, and all these tales of gods, and yeah, it's a great world to be in. The film's soundtrack, for the most part, is amazing. There are some wonderful songs, as can be expected from a Disney classic. This is surely going to get an Oscar nomination. Most of the songs are fun, catchy, will have the whole family singing along, and powerful, and they develop the characters and enhance the story rather than feel like filler. However, I did say I didn't think this was a great film, or the Disney masterpiece everybody's calling it to be. I'm afraid I did find some flaws here. Just let me explain. First of all, aside from our two leads in the supporting cast, most of the other characters in the film are pretty much characters and stereotypes we've seen before. Like, I don't get me wrong, I loved Moana's grandmother. She was awesome. She was Moana's inspiration to get out and see the world. But her father was such a boring character. He was the overprotective father that said, "You cannot leave our tribe. You have to stay here." He's basically the just King Triton. I didn't care for him. I'm afraid for a Disney film, it does have pacing issues, especially in the middle when they're out in the ocean. There's a lot of downtime where, with just Moana and Maui talking, that really drags. And while I did say the soundtrack was amazing for the most part, especially How Far I'll Go, which I'm sure is going to be the Let It Go of Moana, some of the other songs were completely unnecessary. They just felt like padding. They really did. And just like Fixer Upper and Frozen, that was padding. And so yeah, some songs are better than others. And the there's a lack of a villain. There's a lack of a threat in the film. The stakes feel pretty low in comparison to the other Disney Renaissance films. There is John Musker and Ron Clement's movies had great villains there, but here there isn't any Ursula, there isn't any Jafar. The villains here are just really are just a group of villains that don't get much screen time. They're just talked about mostly like a lava god. But don't get me wrong, they present a great challenge whenever they're on screen. But I miss Disney villains with great villains like Scar, and there isn't any villain song. There isn't any Be Prepared here, so that was a little underwhelming. But aside from those problems, Moana is a good film. It's not Zootopia. Zootopia is still the best Disney movie this year, easily, but it is a wonderful, solid movie for the whole family, which and it is one of the best animated movies of the year. And if you take your family to see a movie this December, let it be this one.
I give Moana 3.5 stars out of 5.
Well, I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. And what do you... I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what do you think of Moana? Please comment and let me know. If you like this video and subscribe, be strong on Twitter and on Google Plus. And stay tuned for my Attack of the Clones review. It will be up very soon, I promise you. And I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.